Hi, welcome to Cookie Do. So by now you would have created your account and activated your 30-day trial. So I'm just going to give you a little quick tour so that you can start doing some things while you're waiting for your Thermomix. So here's your home page. I am on my computer, so you can also download the cookiedo.com.au app and look around on there. It is pretty much exactly the same, which makes it really easy to manage across all platforms. But the more you scroll down on the computer, you've got all these blog type posts. You can just go straight to categories, the latest collections. I'll tell you more about collections in a minute. And you've got different things you can look at. Most cooked recipes, it's always interesting to see what other people are cooking. We've got a featured recipe and the latest recipes. So the most recent recipes from the most recent collection that have been added will appear here first. Obviously we've got our search bar here, which we're going to use first, and we're going to find the vegetable stock paste. So you just type it in and it'll automatically come up. So there we are, vegetable stock paste. And here it is. So open it up. And I'm going to get you to do a couple of things here. I'm going to suggest that you, one, add it as a bookmark, because this is going to be high on your rotation. You're going to need to cook this if you're like me, I'm probably cooking it once every couple of months. But I am using it quite a lot at demos and things like that. So, maybe every 3 months for you. So add it to your bookmarks, and I'll show you more about bookmarks later. And let's add it to your week. So by now, hopefully you know when your Thermomix is arriving and you can start making your plans. So let's say your Thermomix will be coming next Friday, for example. So pick that date and press save, because this is going to be the first thing that you make. And you're going to need to go shopping as well. So let's click add to shopping list. Now, if you are on your app, you should have all those options from this button here. Now let me show you where it's ended up. By pressing a bookmark, I've come in here to my recipes. So if we go to the home page, my recipes, and here they are. So here it is in my bookmark. Now I use my bookmarks to save recipes that I cook a lot. I'm making almond milk every few days. Pasta, where's my pasta? There. I have one child that eats pasta every night. I did go through a daily green smoothie phase. I should get back into that. Rice. So just my basics, mashed potato that I cook, mostly every week. They stay in my bookmark so that I can just find them super easily on my Thermomix. So that's bookmarks. So that's where they are. And then in my week, it's here. So what we can do is go for a bit of an explore. And here's your shopping list. So we'll go for a bit of an explore, and you can potentially add some other things to your week that you would like to make when you get your Thermomix, but I'll show you where else you can put some recipes you're interested in. So we've got the latest recipes here, so we can just come over and press see more, and it's going to open them all up. And at the moment we're viewing them by recipes, so I can change that view to collections. So now it's categorized in a nice little cookbook kind of form. So they're called collections, but if I scroll down, festive flavors, see how it's got this little icon here? Low carb has that same icon, eat well has that same icon. They're like your proper cookbooks. So like you can actually go and buy a paper version of those. The other ones are a little bit ebook style. So if I just open this Easter one, you can see it's got 11 recipes in it. So there's not a lot of recipes in it. But if I go back and I open up Eat Well, we've got 102 recipes. So that's how you can really tell the difference between the collections and the cookbook collections. So new collections are getting added all the time. The actual cookbooks come out a few times a year, but you'll probably find you might get 1 or 2 little collections added to Cookie Do a month. So you could decide that Sam Wood, you've heard of him. He cooks some nice stuff. The pesto spaghetti, that looks great. You might come along and decide you want to have a look at that. So you could, I'm not sure if I'll make that when I get my Thermomix, but I would like to try that one day. So what I would suggest that you do is press add, but then put add to collection, and let's make your own list. As you can see, I've got quite a few lists. I have one here called must try. So whenever I see something on Facebook or somebody tells me about a recipe that they've made, I go and find it and I whack it in there. And then when I can't remember what it was, I go in there and have a look rather than trying to search for it again. So you could create your own collection. You could call it must try. You could call it recipes to try, whatever you want, and press save. So collection was created and my recipe was saved. So what I would suggest that you do is while you're having a look around and you find some recipes that you go, oh yum, I really like the look of that, whack it into your collection that you've just made. And then when you get your Thermomix, you can go into that collection and, you know, then choose from there perhaps what you want to start with. That summer dal is really good too, by the way. So yeah, have a look around, save some things. You might already know that you want to make the butter chicken or something like that when you get your Thermomix. So let's go and find that. This one is my recommendation for butter chicken. So it's called Merg Makhani butter chicken. So open that up and press add to week. Now you know you want to make that. So let's say you're getting your Thermomix here, you might want to make that on that Sunday, and press save and add your recipes to shopping list. So there you go. That's how you do that. So if I go into my week, there it is there as well. You might also know that you really want to make something specific. So you can come and search for it. Like, let's say you want to make pancakes for breakfast when you get your Thermomix. And you might want to do these American style pancakes. Oh, what I was going to show you there is you don't actually have to open the recipe. You can just click these 3 little dots and the options all come up. So let's go add to week because you're going to cook them for Sunday breakfast on that Sunday as well. Oops, zooming in. Go back. There we go. So what else can I show you? Oh, filters. So let me just clear that search. Let's go explore, see more. All right, so we're back to our main screen where our recent Easter collection is at the start. So let's go into filters. So I'll just show you some of these. So you might be specifically looking for breads. You might be specifically looking for baby food. You might be specifically looking for main dishes. So you can, select that out and just search specifically. Ingredients, you might have somebody who's gifted you a big bag of zucchinis or lemons or something like that and you want to use up, or you found some chicken in your fridge and you're not sure what to make. You can just type that ingredient in there. Tags, you might need to cook gluten-free or nut-free or something like that to cater for everybody in your life. You've got difficulty, easy, medium and advanced. Now don't discount the advanced recipes just because you feel a little bit new to Thermomix. They're still easy. They might just have a few more steps or take a little bit longer, so don't discount that from the get-go. Preparation time, so less than 15, less than 30 or less than 45 minutes. So if you're in real hurry, you can come in and select that one, or if you don't really care, you can have the 45. Total time, so that's your cooking time plus your prep time. Portions, so whether you are just cooking for 2, 4, 6, 7 or 8. Ratings, now just because something's got a low rating doesn't mean that it is bad. Just maybe it didn't suit that person, so don't be turned off by that as well. And not everyone clicks a recipe that they love. There might have been 1,000 people that have cooked this recipe that loved it, but they just didn't give it a rating. Thermomix version, just because you have a TM6 doesn't mean you have to use TM6 only recipes. Your machine is capable of cooking all the recipes. You can change language, or here's a really cool bit, opening up the other countries. Now just be mindful that some of these countries aren't in English, but within them there's a lot of English recipes as well. But if you just want to, definitely want English, you can just come and click Canada, you can come and click the UK, and US, and that will give you a lot more recipes to have a look at. So take some time, have a scroll, you know, lie in bed at night, go through Facebook, go through Instagram, go through Cookie-Doo. Those milks look good. Anyway, yeah, have a look around, have a scroll. You might just see something you like and go, oh yeah, that looks yum. I'm going to add that to my, what do we call it? Recipes to try. Yeah, I'll do that. Ooh, summer tomato and gin pasta sauce. Now you're talking. So add to collection and recipes to try. So there you go. So when you want to look at that again, come up to my recipes and you can just open it up, and there they are. Now let's go back to your week, because you've put some of these things in there. We didn't put the ingredients for the pancakes, so let's add that to shopping list as well. So we can see we've got all 3 of those recipes in our shopping list. Now let's show ingredients. So at the moment I'm looking at it by category. You can also look at it by recipe if you prefer. Categories, how it's potentially laid out in the supermarket, so that's a really nice handy thing to have open on your phone as you're walking through the supermarket, and you can use it like a checklist. But you know, you're at home now, let's work out what you don't need to buy. So you don't need to buy water. You might already have flour, so get rid of that off your list. You might already have eggs, get rid of that off your list. Or if you accidentally put something off your list, you can come back down here and go, actually I do need flour, and put it back on. You can then, if you are into doing Woolworths, click and collect or delivery, you can come here and press order ingredients, and it takes you then to your Woolworths checkout. So you can, you know, choose which brand you want. Obviously if you're savvy with Woolworths shopping, you will understand how to do that and to swap ingredients. So then you add all that to your Woolworths cart and you're ready to go. So it's a pretty cool little feature for your Thermomix. So take some time, have a look around, add some recipes to your must-try collection. Definitely save the vegetable stock paste as a bookmark, add it to your shopping list, have a plan out of some things you're going to cook when you first get your Thermomix, because hopefully by now you know when you're getting it, but definitely be ready to make the vegetable stock paste when your Thermomix arrives. And I will talk a little bit more about that in another video, but yeah, happy scrolling of Cookie-Doo, and I will talk to you soon.